Hi everyone, Morgoth the Barbarian here, and welcome to the real episode 12. Yeah, that last video was not actually episode 12. That was just to get you all caught up. So, hopefully you all watched that video, but if you didn't, in between videos, we added some sports ball, a college, and moved around a whole bunch of train lines. And added a monorail for funsies. And in the video before that, the actual video 11, we dealt with this cargo ports, which as you can now see is more complete than it was beforehand. Built this up, which as you can see is now a 5-star site. I don't think I mentioned that in the last video at all. And I'm trying to see what else. Oh yeah, we shut down the airport too. That wasn't working. And added a couple more factories. So life seems good. Except one problem. Feast your eyes on this. This is a disaster. When I built the train line, it was all going well until I realized this isn't exactly how you build a hub. And this probably isn't working efficiently. And this is obsolete and just needs to be rebuilt, period. And this isn't getting any passengers. You can kind of see where we're going with this. And on top of that, this kind of upgraded to level 2. We need industry. This is just turning into an outright disaster. So, we gotta fix things. Big time. Yeah, it's that way. Oh boy. It's one of those episodes where I get to clean up a whole bunch of messes. And hopefully make this video a lot shorter because the hour-long episodes were not working. So if you're excited to see me clean up the messes, because that's what I'm good at, hit that like and subscribe button. Much appreciated if you do. And I promise to try and keep this video down in length. So, oh boy, where do we start with first? Because this is just, we created way more problems than we should have here. This seemed like a good idea until it wasn't. I think the most critical area to fix would be this right here. Because this whole thing is just a mess. So, where's the train line? I can at least show you this before working on this. Where was it? Here it is. This is admittedly a disaster. Yeah, first off, let's take away everything that has a lot of people going into it, and you'll see what I mean. Yeah, this is just an outright disaster. I mean, nobody's using these train lines very much to get to where their workplaces. That was kind of the whole intent here. Nobody's using this one. Even this one is being lightly used. So it was a good idea at the time, but the problem is that A, nobody's utilizing it. B, there's ferry service to this that's kind of complicating this. And yeah, it's turning into an outright, disaster. So, with that in mind, and on top of that, this is now obsolete. Initially, this was meant to serve as an outside connection hub. But as you can see, that kind of went by the wayside. So what now needs to happen is this needs to be simplified a lot more, basically, to put it mildly. The trains, it's not working. At least the passenger part of it. There is a solution to this, and that is to basically convert these into the cargo rail stations. In other words, this now becomes obsolete, but that's besides the point. The point is, we need to fix this at big time. So, here's my plan. This needs to get deleted, and this needs to just convert into this. This will be knocked out too, as there is no reason for me to even have an airport unless I screwed that up. Chances are I probably did, but we'll address this someplace else. In fact, this might get moved over here. Who knows? This should probably be upgraded. And these should probably all be cargo train terminals in the grand scheme of things, which is funny because I initially had a cargo train terminal here in the first place. I don't know if you got to see that or not, but long story short, I screwed that up. No surprise. Anyways, I think we need to make a few changes first. So let me make a few changes to my train line and see if maybe this works. Maybe convert this into kind of a train hub. This gets, and these should probably be all cargo train terminals in the grand scheme of things, which might help a little bit more. The only question is where to put them. That might do us a lot more good than having passenger rail all over the place. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so we're already off on the right foot, and feast your eyes on this. Multi-platform train station. It works so much better for this kind of situation where people can finally come over here, get to work. The problem is we're going to need something to, you know, finish the deal because I can't foresee my workforce walking all the way here, and here. That's not going to work. And on top of that, I've now created a new cargo train network where one is over here. I had one over here, but then I realized that wasn't going to work. And this isn't even developed anyway, so what's the point? But you can see I've now replaced the old train stations with cargo train networks so that they all go over here. On top of that, the incoming rail now goes directly to that because this is now gone. Well, most of it anyways. Ignore the floating train and the fact that my garbage is now not being collected. But anyways, long story short, I had to reroute this whole thing. But I'm not even remotely done because I'm going to need this train to come underneath and kind of run concurrently to this one. A little bit. I may have to do some moving around, but I think I can sneak in one more train line in between this. I'm hoping I don't have to reroute the highway at all. If it all works out, I could probably sneak this under the highway and have it be like its own little line going this way until it connects with this. We'll give that a try and see if it works. And then I'm going to probably need a bus station of some kind to fix this mess, so let's see if it works out for us. It worked! The crazy idea worked! Look at this! Train line sneaks underneath, and somehow I was able to smuggle a second one under... Wait, hold on. Ah, silliness. Of course, we had the extra power lines here, but look at this! This is able to use my movie magic to make it work. Of course, there's one giant problem. The ferries no longer have... the depot no longer has a place to go. We're gonna have to do a lot of rearranging, and the question becomes, where do I put the ferry depot? Because that's... It may be this area right here where I have my bus depot, but yeah. This is already looking pretty good as of right now. We got the mainline connection, and then this just connects to all of our cargo train stuff. This one will be for warehouses, by the way. It is not done, as you can see, but that'll come later. But we did have to make a little temporary sacrifice. The game is paused, so this isn't going to go anytime soon. So we'll have to rearrange that. I also have to rearrange all of my train lines here because I had to delete the whole thing. The system as is just not working, so basically the plan was for all of my passenger rails, when they arrive, come up this line, end up here, and then I gotta do some kind of service. We'll have one directly to here, and then another one going through the city. that connects all the way around. I might have to do... Yeah, our tourists can go through this one exclusively. Have another one go through the entire city and back. The monorail line is going to remain unaffected. And then a third just for maybe inner-city traffic as it starts at this one. That wouldn't be too bad of an idea, I suppose. Alright, let me get it set up for a minute. And see if that works. And with a little bit of tinkering later, we end up somehow with, not that, this. That is the bus lines. This. Oh my god. We basically have one going right to the tourist area, right to here, and then two just circling the city, including one for the workforce. So that actually completes that part of the plan, but I need something with buses. This is not going to work as is, so we should probably build a bus depot. Hold on. Where's a highway connection? Bruh. Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. I know, I'm doing exactly what I said I wouldn't be doing. You're gonna have to give me a minute. Hold, please. I need to figure out how to do this. So upon further review, the bus to inner-city bus hub was the best option. Oh my god, that is freaky. Don't worry, the traffic will go away. But yeah, why this? Long story short, the inner-city bus hub allows for bus travel outside of the city, so we can utilize our highway connections. The main goal was to have kind of a bus hub that allows me to utilize bus lines that go all over the place here. So once I throw in some bus stops, some well-placed bus stops through here, here, and here, this should work out a little bit more efficiently than how I initially had it. We'll have to place those bus stations down, and then a bus depot somewhere nearby. You can already tell what this is going to end up being, by the way. It's like, I think now an airport could go somewhere in here. This is a lot better than where I had it initially, which is over here. In fact, let me test this out live to see if that's maybe it. Well, if the slope was too steep, then absolutely this would work. I'm not worried about the roadside thing, but yeah, we can actually certainly have the airport built around here. This I could work around a little bit. Maybe get rid of it since we have a cargo train lines, but this might be the start of something right here. This whole area could be where our airports are. So much for residential housing. I mean, it would make sense to have it so that it can supply these workers, but no, it's not working. I mean, suppose there's always this, and this whole area, if all else fails in this. It's just some things to consider onward. Let me see if I can jury rig a few bus lines out of this whole ordeal. Hold on. There we go. It worked out a little bit good. I have 4 bus lines in total. One leading to here, one leading to here, one leading to here. And you know what? Let's even give the tourists one. And what's actually hilarious is that we actually... The road that was supplying the train line is now leading to our bus stop. Funny how that works. I know we've got all this open space in here. I'm not going to worry about it. I even threw in a couple stops for our tourists to go run around in, so it all works out. Oh, that was a hospital. I could have put it right here. Oh well. Who's counting? But there we go. We got some buses, so this should work. And now it just dawned on me that maybe I have to move this. Oh boy. I'm going to leave it for right now. I don't foresee using the other train lines just yet. Maybe in the future. Who knows? Well, we shall see. But for right now, this is adequate all else fails, I can move this or something. Yeah, for the 4 millionth time. Seems to be the theme as of late. Now, as for this one, well, we'll get to that some other time. I can't fix everything at once here. I know this is still a disaster, but there's not much I can do about it. So let's see what we're dealing with here. So I'm wondering if I should hit the go button and see what happens. Maybe, just maybe, this all works out. Hold on. You know, I have a funny habit of missing this. Oh, look at that. I called that one or what? Good grief. And I did that a lot during the past 2 episodes, if it makes you feel any better. Oh boy, oh boy. The ferry depot and this clearly need to be moved, so I guess this is now gone. So those ferry lines now need to be rewritten too, so... Hold on a minute, there's still plenty to do. I would like to get rid of the taxi lines, that is now absolutely useless. Maybe utilize... Where is it? There's a connection specifically for this. This! I don't know why I didn't bother using the ferry to bus exchange stops. It might have been to save money, but we still got plenty of it. And now, of course, I'm not sure from a budget perspective how this is going to work out, too. But hold on. Let me delete some taxis. We don't need those. I'm going to get rid of that service. And besides, no one's using them anyway, so hold on. And I am pleased to announce that taxi service in the city is suspended. Permanently, as in I got rid of them. The same goes for bus service in our city, which is bizarre because they were actually getting used quite a bit, but because the routes were so inefficient, it had to be done. Those routes were not working very well, and especially with all of this now in place, there's a slight issue. This is going to get moved, though, and I know this is kind of left out now, but you know, I'll think of something to get everybody around, but the taxi service was not cutting it anymore. Oh, that is a post office. Okay, that's fine. So, I'm trying to think if we have everything set up. Now, there's some parts of the city that are going to be left out. This part in particular near the college is probably left out at the moment. Without some sort of expansion of the monorail line, and they've got rail lines too, so it's not a big deal. This section is basically left out too. This is going to get eventually moved over here, so I'm not worried so much about this. We can draw it out. The plantation's staying no matter what, and if anything, we'll probably get connected to what's over here. So, this all kind of works out in a way, so I guess for right now we're all set with mass transit. Hooray. Victory is ours. I know, I sound so sure, but, you know, there's still a lot to do, but we just had to clean that up a lot. The ferry line's all addressed later on. I'm aware that we can do ferry to bus stops, but I've already spent a lot of money on this too, not for nothing. Yeah, see, I should have put these down the whole time. These ferry to bus stops, because they work a little bit better. I'm not putting one down, because I'd have to spend like 75 grand just to do it. The long story short is I probably should have had that going on. So before I begin anything else, let's test this. Because who knows what it's going to do to my budget, number one, but number two, it could start creating some chaos that I didn't really foresee. So I'm going to turn the simulator on and hold on for 1 minute. I'll get back to you and see how in the world this ends up going. That didn't take long for problems to start erupting because, uh-oh. Oh no. Well, you know, something was bound to happen. Oh dear. Nice fail, me. What happened? Alright. Time to play everybody's favorite game. What happened and how can I fix it? And I think I already see what happened. Oh, one of those power lines I deleted ended up being more important than I thought. There. Does this make you feel better? Come on, city. Help me out here. Does this make you feel better? Oh, yeah. Oh, ha, 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 ha. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. That works. Oh, that was silly. Oh, there we go. You're powered up, too. Oh, that is starting to get a little bit dicey here. To the budget. Well, the budget didn't really do anything, but here. I'll expand this a little bit. I can afford a 10% increase. Let's see if maybe that does anything. Speaking of this budget tab. I don't know if we have enough for berries or stuff. The taxis are gone, so there's that. And I'm going to pretend everything else is okay. Budget-wise, we seem to be doing just fine. We're making 36 grand a week, so I'm not really concerned. Just out of curiosity, what is our tourist budget? Look. Wow. Okay, that's pitiful. Alright, alright. That needs to be increased. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Speaking of which. Wow, okay. That's a little frightening. We're not even making a profit on this. And that is actually kind of frightening over here. Jeez. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that is actually good to know. I wonder if there is a way to rectify this situation. Well, we'll address that later, because we are making 60 grand a week, so it's not a concern. But that is very, very good to know. Okay. We also got some dead people running around the tourist district. That's probably not a good thing to be having. What happened to our crematorium? Bruh. Or do we just go cemetery for all the tourists and be like, whatever? They don't want to see it. I don't think they want to. Okay, where's the crematorium? Oh, okay, it's... Never mind. We got 3 of them. I don't know. The hearses are just slow, I guess, to process. Alright, we're going to ignore that. I don't know what this is either. I think it's a ferry line connection being disconnected. But anyways, long story short, I'll worry about the ferry lines later. Oh, there's why. Okay. If I go into my ferry lines, I now see the problem. I probably need to rewrite all of these. Hold on for 1 minute. Now just dawned on me that this whole thing probably needs to be rewritten to a degree, so hold on. Once again, upon further review, the lines were just way too inefficient. As I was looking for a lot of these, there were hardly any passengers, which easily explains why we were losing a lot of money. Unacceptable. Let us just condense it into 3 and call it a day. How's that sound? One's gonna go this way, one goes this way, and one specialty goes this way, though I will probably add one more stop to this whole thing. Whoa! Whoa. Excuse you. You can't have any of that. Hold, please. It's something silly. There. Oh, good catch, me. Oopsies. Alright, anyways, enough of that silliness. So, you know, then that works. The ferry depot, as you can now see, is now moved all the way over here. By the way, on an unrelated note, I'm actually going to reestablish this back to 100 and see what happens. There is also now a ferry and bus stop exchange, so actually moving this police station over here might be a better option. That way I can put a bus depot there. Silly me. Yeah, I moved the police station. Don't worry about it. You'll get the cops in case you need them. But yeah, we had to make those a little bit more efficient. They were just all over the place. It's just not economical here. So that now kind of helps a little bit. So, that is now all set. I think we finally have our public transit at a place to where I can kind of reestablish things. So hold on, let me get rid of that. So, what next? The airport. We got rid of it earlier, and I think it's time to bring it back. This whole area right here might be a good spot for it, and as I showed you earlier, and let's see if it still is relevant as I reset the game here. Whoa, where'd you come from? Excuse you. Ah, okay. So then we got another academic works. Less students? What? How dare you? Oh, that's right. We kind of built some more. I kind of built some more universities last time out. Ah, okay. Okay. We'll have to deal with that some other time. This is what I was talking about. Do we have enough space for maybe an international airport or no? This is going to get a little wacky. Here? No. Metropolitan Airport, same issue. Regular old airport. Where is air transport? Right in front of me. Maybe? I don't know. Might have to do some working around here. I do not have the airport's DLC, by the way, so that takes that out of the equation here. This could get a little bit interesting. I think we have a winner. Oh, is there a difference between the international airport? Well, that would be for subway traffic, and this would be for helicopters. We weren't using it very much, so hold on. I'm going to try something here. This is definitely a good spot for it, but the question is, how do I get the roads? Well, let's find that out, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Captain Morgoth the Barbarian speaking, and I am pleased to announce that our airport is now back in session. Hooray! Wait. Oh. See, I could have... Well, good to know I already screwed up. Good job, babe. Alright, we're gonna pretend like I didn't just do that. Relocation fees probably didn't make this matter anyways, but anyways, ignoring that fact and the fact that I've got all these extra power lines now, yeah, we did it. We got our airport back. It is on, and we'll see. This was basically the, best spot I could put it in, huh? Aha! 11 out of 200. Close enough. Now, with the airport's DLC, you can actually do a lot more with this. You can actually build out a full-blown airport. But on the grounds of, we don't really have enough for it. As in, I don't have it. It's not going to work out. And now just dawned on me that I should put a bus depot there and establish a new bus line. But anyways. But yeah, don't necessarily have enough for it. So, sorry, I'm like screwing up. What I meant to say is that I don't necessarily have a thing for it. Wait, I don't have a bus depot? Hold on. Bro, you know what? Put it next to... How do I not have a bus depot? Morgoth, you silly man. There! How in the world did I not have a bus depot? Ugh, that's just... Good grief. How in the world did I not... Oh, because I deleted it. Alright. There. We'll do a stop, too. A small little stop. And anyways, we now have our airport back in full session here. There we go. I could do a separate train station, but considering there's a bus thing right next door, like, you can just walk to your bus. It's all fine. But yeah, I forgot I kind of knocked my bus depot out. So, oh well. It all works out. So we got mass transit back. We're back, baby. Woohoo! All right. So with that being said, now seem to have everything under control again. This isn't all fixed. I know I kind of messed myself up by putting this in front of the train station, but so be it. We still got 4 other platforms anyways. It's no big deal. I can always do some rearranging if all else fails. So, that being said, the next phase of this, I'm going to ignore all of this for the time being. This highway leads to nowhere, but it'll come into use much later on in the game when we build some residential areas over here. This could be a nice little new setup. Of course, there's still this to deal with, but we're not going to deal with that now. College. It just dawned on me that we probably should throw in a few more college buildings before dealing with the industrial district. I mean, I did get this up to level 2, but to get it up to 3, we're going to need a few more things. We're 1 academic work short, but we need some more students. We need to make this more attractive, and we need more money because this is just unacceptable to begin with. I mean, we're losing 21k on this, so tisk, tisk, tisk. Wonder. Yeah, maybe we'll do that too. We're not gonna do free lunch or free health care. How dare you? That's not how this works. How dare you? Anyways, so maybe putting in a few more buildings into this would be such a nice little touch here. Not these, I meant this. Here's, of course, the University Administration Building, which we already have. Since we're already doing 1 school per, we have to kind of stick to the basic stuff, but that is fine. What did I unlock? A gymnasium, a cafeteria, some more outdoor stuff, some study grounds, and then this is going to be more out there. Like renowned, we have to get a commencement office, we get the math club, the library, a statue, media lab, bookstore. Well, this is for acclaimed stuff, so it's basically based on status. So right now we're at level 2, which is recognized. So we're gonna have to get this up a little bit, throw in some new buildings and see what we can come up with here. So I'm going to go ahead and build in some of these buildings and see what we can put in here. Hold on. Oh, man, this is just all over the place. Look at this. Well, we did add a few more buildings, though. We got some more outdoor studies. We did not give the study hall enough water. Oh, this mistake again. I guess some things never change, you know. We gave them some cafeterias and a few more dormitories. So I'm hoping that gets us to where we need to go. Ah, we did. Look at that. Attractiveness, done. Students, here they come. Come, everybody. Come study. I mean, party. What? Don't look at me like that. A little bit of landscaping later, and there you go. So we now just got to wait for the academic year to conclude before we can actually call it. Otherwise, this is basically all set, and we should be able to unlock some more buildings on this. So there we go. A little bit of a quick little upgrade, and I think we're pretty much good. Okay. This. I think we need a brand new industrial district. Whoa, what is that? Too few services. Huh, that's a new one. We need a brand new industrial district. Middle District served us nicely, but as I'm looking at it right now, maybe putting it over here. Oh. Although this video is already starting to get in length, so maybe we'll do a couple more things throughout the city here. Those bus lines, for instance, should probably have some actual bus stations so that we can get some kind of bus service to more of the outer districts here. I'm looking at the Autumn District, and I'm looking at Robin Heights, although, in essence, maybe putting a few well-placed bus stations throughout the area so that if people want to use... That way they've got tons of options, but I also don't want to give them too many. Alright, we'll leave it for right now. There is one thing I would like to do. I would like to see something for a minute. This. It's good in my tourism district, but now as I'm looking at it, this might actually be better off than over here. Or is it? Well, it's kind of forcing me to get rid of this road, and I'm wondering if I should turn it into kind of a promenade a little bit. Maybe use this for something else. I also don't have the Park Life DLC, so there's no parks or tourist attractions going in there. Alright, we're gonna do it. Hold on a minute. So that road is effectively gone, and watch this. Yeah, I'm gonna just build this out in front. That's alright. Alright, well, those power lines weren't really necessarily... Well, they were kind of needed, but I can always reroute them like such. And then here's what I'm proposing. Where's the tool? Hold on a minute. See, I get this all messed up. There we go. Oh dear, hang on. Give the offices a nice little view over here. Or is this a road? Oh, it's a road. Oh, silly. Alright, alright. So I screwed up. My bad. I didn't realize that was a road. Alright. So in a sense, we kind of have to bring that back. There it is. Alright. Wait, is this a one-way road? Or... Oh, it is. Hold on. There we go. It looks a little bit nicer now that we've got this little park smuggled in between over here. Here, I could make some residential areas, and in fact, I'm going to do just that. There we go. We'll expand. We'll make it much that, and then ooh. Somehow we're about to lose that whole thing. All right, there you go. That works a little bit better. Let me smuggle in a few more park things over here. And that kind of opens the floor up on the other side of the map there. Oh, you. Oh, dear. Uh-oh. See, it's times like these I just don't know. Okay, what? Oh, the park was connecting it. Ew. This game, I swear. Alright, does that make you happy? Yes, it does. Okay, that's all set, so this should all go away. Yep, there you go. I don't know how many times I've done that. That's just ridiculous. Okay, so that's basically all set. I'll figure out something else to do with this space, but the bottom line is that is now looking a lot better. I can put some attractions over here, potentially. Maybe use it for more hotel space, but... Or even some of these bad boys, if I really wanted to, like... Say, maybe a fantastic fountain, or even... like a, tower sort. In fact, I'll end this putting something over here. We'll get back to it later. Yeah, this, let's come back to this later on. seemed like a good idea, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I don't have enough room for that. Or we could just do it anyways. Give it. Oh, I could do 2. Oh, you silly goose. We'll leave it for right now. I'm sure something will come in there. So, whoa! Okay, that's just, yikes. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. We have, like, cruise ships everywhere. Jeez. Okay, so that works a little bit better. So I think we're all set. So I think I'm going to end it there. So next playthrough. Middle District, you have to get relocated over here. I think that is the #1 priority, especially since I need demand. Gives us an excuse to develop more of our transportation district over here, as well as this, utilize this space for maybe residential stuff. Continue building up our college. That should be shortly, and hopefully I can finally get this going. This has just been sitting here, but I've been able to not do anything with it, just simply because the game won't let me. We have too much demand, so I'm going to go save this, and thank you all for watching, and yeah, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on the way out, and I will see you on the next one for episode 13. Peace out, everyone.